Introduction of sweeteners. Sweeteners plays a crucial role in determining the quality of a food, irrespective of its nutritional merits. In humans, taste has the additional value of contributing to the overall pleasure and enjoyment of a food or drink. Within 5 basic tastes, sweet taste permits the identification of energy-rich nutrients. Previous reports indicate that a liking for sweetness and a dislike for bitterness at birth are innate human traits. Sweetness, the traditional sensory indicator of both nutrients and calories, adds to the sensory appeal of a given food. Thus, we can say the sweet story begins before birth. Sweeteners are the compounds that interact with taste buds that evoke a characteristic response and enhance the perception of sweet taste. Sweeteners therefore have ability to impart sweet taste by masking the taste of material in which it is conclusion.
Assalamualaikum. As we know, sweetener is one of the most common type of food additive used in food industry. One of the role of sweetener is to enhance flavors and to give sweet taste like to the food as it balances between the taste and the flavor. It also adds a seasoning and helps to create or produce better tasting product. Next is xylitol, a type of sugar alcohol from sweetener. It also helps to prevent bacteria from adhering to the tooth surfaces, thus preventing plaque formation that lead to tooth decay. Which means the xylitol helps to reduce or prevent tooth decay. Lastly, sweetener or artificial sweetener can help people to reduce their weight as it less in calorie or maybe zero in calorie compared to natural sweeteners. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Shafiqah binti Jafred. I talk about the type and the classification of sweeteners. Sweeteners can be broadly classified into two categories: natural and synthetic artificial sweeteners. Generally, sweeteners are broadly classified into two categories: into natural and artificial, in which natural sweeteners are again subdivided into saccharide and non-saccharide sweeteners. Saccharide sweeteners are one of the most important biomolecules in the world. They are also known as sugar or carbohydrates. The sweeteners derived from saccharides are known as saccharide sweeteners. Non-saccharide natural sweeteners are widely distributed in diverse plant families such as estrace, Mahedin, Rutaceae, Menispermaceae, Polypodies, and others. Artificial sweeteners or synthetic sweeteners are synthetic sugar substitutes but may be derived from naturally occurring substances, including herbs or sugar itself. The development of synthetic sweeteners began into the biochemical industry during the late 19th century. The first sweeteners synthesized for mass production was saccharin, and it one of the oldest synthetic sweeteners into three sweeteners with 300 until 600 times sweeter than sucrose. Saccharin is available as acid saccharin, sodium saccharin, and calcium saccharin. Cyclamate, aspartame, erytheme, S-sulfame, potassium, and sucralose are other important artificial sweeteners available in the world market. On the basis of the nutritional property, the sweeteners are categorized into two, nutritive and non-nutritive. Nutritive sweeteners provide calories or energy to the diet about 4 calories per gram, just like carbohydrate or protein. Common example of nutritive sweeteners include white and brown table sugars, known as sucrose, honey, and syrup, high fructose corn syrup, sorbitol, mannitol, xylitol, lactitol, maltitol, isomac, and lycasin. These all are sweet tasting because of the presence of glucose and fructose alone or together as sucrose. Sugar alcohol, known as sugar relative, are another category of nutritive sweeteners. They are derived from fruits or produced commercially from dextrose. The most common include sorbitol, mannitol, xylitol, and maltitol. Nutritive sweeteners provide energy, and higher energy intakes increase the risk for obesity, pre-diabetes, type 2 diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. Non-nutritive sweeteners are zero or low-calorie alternative to nutritive sweeteners, such as sucrose, table sugar. Non-nutritive sweeteners are much sweeter than sugar, so only small amounts are needed, and are also known as high-intensity sweeteners. They provide fewer calories per gram than sugar because they are not completely absorbed by your digestive system. They are also known as low-calorie sweeteners. Non-nutritive sweeteners sweeten with minimal or no energy, so it can be used for diabetic patients also. The use of non-nutritive sweeteners to displace caloric sweetness in beverages and food reduces added sugars or carbohydrate intakes, or benefit appetite, energy balance, body weight, or cardiometabolic risk factors. The common non-nutritive sweeteners approved for use are aspartame, luo han guo, nutame, sucralose, steviocyte, and S-sulfame K.
Hi there. So now we will move into the E-numbers of sweeteners. So what are E-numbers? E-numbers are codes for substances that are permitted to be used as food additives for use within the European Union (EU) and European Free Trade Association (EFTA). The E stands for Europe, commonly found on food labels. Their safety assessment and approval are the responsibility of the European Food Safety Authority EFSA. The E-number index for sweeteners can be divided into three categories, namely, first, sugar alcohol, second, natural sweetener, and third, artificial sweetener. Sugar alcohols are commonly used in place of sucrose or table sugar. A sweetener that are produced by the nature is called natural sweetener. Meanwhile, the sweetener that are produced synthetically is called artificial sweetener. So, as we know that there are too many E numbers in the food additives, the sweetener itself has about 21 codes of E number. So, here we have summarized it for you all. So, here is the table of the E number index in sweeteners. The first three taught in the table are sugar alcohols, namely E420 sorbitol, E421 mannitol, and E422 glycerol. As for E950 acesulfame K is an artificial sweetener, so does E951 aspartame and E952 cyclamine, also as artificial sweetener. Meanwhile, E953 isomalt is an sugar alcohol. Next, E954 saccharin is an artificial sweetener. So does E955 sucralose, E956 Additives is also an artificial sweetener. The two natural sweeteners in this table are E957 taumatin and E958 glycyrrhizin. Next, E959 neofusbridin DC is an artificial sweetener. Stevioside E960 is also a natural sweetener, while E961 neontame and E962 aspartame acesulfame salt is an artificial sweetener. There are 4 sugar alcohol in this table, namely E965 maltitol, E966 lactitol, E967 xylitol, and E968 erythritol. And last but not least, advatame E969 is an artificial sweetener. For more information, kindly refer to www.sugarandsweetenerguide.com. Thank you.
Put your hands in the air. How you feeling out there? We gon' party over here, man. You got this.
Hello guys, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurul Masyita binti Julkipli, 11604881. Okay, today I want to share a little bit about the advantages of sweeteners. Okay, so the first advantage is sweetness without using sugar. Okay, it is amazing how artificial sweeteners are able to capture the sweetness of sugar without using any sugar in our food. Thus, this is the main selling point of sugar, which is adding sweetness to food the way natural sugar would. So, by adding the artificial sweeteners to the food will get the same taste of sweetness, but it not using any sugar. Okay, so we move to the second advantage of sweeteners, which is the sweeteners have a controlling calorie. Okay, if we want to compare the real sugar and the sweeteners have the amount of calorie in the sweeteners is less than the amount of calories in the real sugar. However, they don't really have 0 calories. Instead, they only have a very negligible amount that producers can claim to have no calories on their product. Okay, so the third advantages of the sweeteners is utilized in weight loss diet. Okay, before we getting into a weight loss diet, an individual can be accustomed to consumption of sugary foods and beverages. In the intake of artificial sweeteners, it can offer a bridge that a person can change their eating habits. For this reason, they will be able to slowly wean off from consuming the real sugar, which is eventually can cut out and sweeten beverages and food. Okay, next, the advantages of sweeteners is it can managing diabetics. One benefit that makes artificial sweeteners famous is the low impact to the blood sugar, unlike the natural sugar does. This make it a very useful tool in the management of people with diabetes or for those who are still undergoing observation. Okay, next we move to the disadvantages of the sweeteners. So there are some disadvantages of sweeteners, but I'm only share the 3 disadvantages of sweeteners. The first one is the sweeteners can link to the disease. Studies show that there are diseases that are linked to the use of artificial sweeteners. It means that if we consume the large amount of the sweeteners, it can possibility give us cancer. Okay, according to the US Food and Drug Administration, though, they have recognized this as a generally regarded as safe product. Nevertheless, this can be reversed if future research can prove this to be true. So, the second disadvantage of sweeteners is ingestion of chemicals. Artificial sweeteners are mostly man-made chemicals not found in nature. So, in other words, this can be harmful to the human body as it isn't designed to handle such chemicals. It means that our body not designed to have a lot of chemicals that are usually found in sweeteners. So, as I said earlier, that I will share the 3 disadvantages of sweeteners. So we have come to the end. The third disadvantage of sweeteners is might heighten sugar cravings. Okay, due to the fact that artificial sweeteners aren't really sugar, this couldn't satisfy most of your cravings for sugar. Yes, of course, because it is not the real sugar. In fact, this may lead to overeating in the event of satisfying such cravings. We will craving to the real sugar because the artificial sweeteners is not the real sugar. Hence, it might be enough to take small amounts of things that are natural than gaining high amounts of things that are artificial, like artificial sweeteners. Okay, so the next is what is health issues that relate to the sweeteners. Okay, artificial sweeteners is linked to risk of weight gain, heart disease, and other health issues. It may be associated with long-term weight gain and increased risk of obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, and heart disease, according to a new study.
Okay, Coconut Man, Moonheads.
The number of people suffering from diabetes, obesity, hypertension, and heart disease is increasing every year. Increasing amounts of sugar in food, sweets, soft drinks, and so on have raised some concern about their health effects. So nowadays, artificial sweeteners are receiving much more attention, but it gets bad reputation due to their safety issue. On the other hand, in spite of demand for raw sugars, their commercial availability, application, and usefulness is negligible as they are expensive to prepare and unavailable in nature. So research is required to make natural sugars having the desired quantities of sweetness, low caloric value, and least observed psychologist effect.